Today we'll discuss about gray code. Okay, so this gray code is related to the actually non-weighted codes. Okay, so this non-weighted codes is one type of classification of the binary codes. So now we'll see that how to get a gray code means how to convert any binary number into gray codes. Now we'll see that what is the procedure to convert any binary number into gray code. Okay, so this generally comes from, that means this gray codes generally comes by using binary numbers. Okay, so for example, if you are having 0, okay, for example, if you are having 0 number, this is your number, right? So the binary equivalent for this 0 is, as we know, right? So that is nothing but binary equivalent of 0 is 0000. Already we know, right? So if you want to convert, if you want to gray code, then you need, if you want to gray code for this 0, then you need some of operation to convert this binary number into gray code. So what is the operation to convert binary number into gray code means? That is XOR operation. Remember the point. So if you need gray code for any binary number, so if you need compulsory that operation is XOR operation. So what is the actual XOR operation means? So before going to see gray code, first we need to see what is XOR operation. Okay, so XOR is nothing but this is one type of logic gate that is related to the Boolean logic gate. Remember the point. So this is one type of electronic device that is nothing but, we can call it as gate. Okay, so XOR is nothing but that is one type of Boolean logic gate. Okay, so it's nothing but, what is the operation of XOR gate means? It's nothing but when you give an odd number of ones. Okay, so when you give an odd number of ones, it's going to provide the result as 1. Remember the point. If you given, when you give an odd number of ones, it's going to provide the result as 1. Okay, if you are provide even number of ones, if you are provide even number of ones, then it's going to take that result as 0. Remember the point. This is the operation of XOR gate. Okay, so for example, the XOR gate is like this. Okay, so just observe the XOR gate diagram, that is gate diagram. So this is the XOR gate. Okay, so this gate actually having the 2 inputs and having the single output. Okay, so that output I can consider it Y. Remember the point. So this is XOR is nothing but one, this is one type of Boolean logic gate. Okay, so that Boolean logic gate of symbol is like this. Okay, so this XOR gate having the 2 inputs and having single output. So what is the output operation of XOR gate is nothing but, so this XOR gate having the 2 inputs and having the single output, that can be, we can consider as Y. So what is the output operation and what is actual XOR gate is nothing but, when the inputs is low, that is nothing but when the odd number of ones, when you are going to provide odd number of ones, that result is taken as 1. When you are providing even number of ones, that result we can take it as 0. Remember this point. This is the operation. Okay, so this is the operation of XOR gate actually. So in mathematically, how to mention that output operation means, so as we know already, so if you are taking 3 inputs, okay, if you are taking 3 inputs, then it provides the 8 combinations. Already I explained in the previous classes, as we discussed in the previous classes. So we are getting this output like this, that is nothing but, if you are having 3 inputs, you are getting 8 combinations. How it is possible means, by using a 2 power n formula we'll get the combinations. Okay, so that is nothing but 3 inputs means, where n is nothing but, here we are mentioning that n is equals to number of inputs. How many inputs we are having, that can be represented here. So here total, if you are presenting 3 inputs, 2 cube, then we'll get totally 8 combinations. So how to represent that 8 combinations means like this, A, B, C or 3 inputs. How to get that 8 combinations means, as we know already how to represent a 3-digit code of binary. Okay, so 000, 001, 0 1 0. So 8 combinations is nothing but we can represent it in decimal, that is 0 1 2 3 up to 7. Okay, so this is the input combinations. How to choose input combinations means like this. Okay, so which formula we can follow, that how to choose a combinations, input combinations means 2 power n formula we can represent by using that same formula in the same way. Whatever we are having the same procedure that will be followed in this procedure also, that is nothing but XOR gate actually having the two inputs. So what is the formula we are having, number of combinations 2 power n. So 2 inputs is nothing but 2 square. So how many possibilities we are getting totally here, 4 combinations. So that 4 combinations in decimal we can represent it as 0 1 2 3 like this. Okay, so how many combinations will get from this, 1 2 3 4, totally will get the 4 combinations, no? So that 4 combinations we can represent it in binary like this. How to represent it means like this. So here we are having the two input combinations, no? So for this I can write 4 combinations, 0 1 2 3. So how to write for 0, for input combination is 0 0. For 1 we can write like this, 0 1. For 1 0 we can for 2 we can write it 1 0, and 3 1 1. So these possibilities. After this 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 1 0 0. So that means here from first 4 combinations we need to choose like this. Okay, remember that point. So here we are having the two inputs. What is the XOR operation of the combinations of two inputs is nothing but totally we are getting the 4 combinations. By using this formula we need to choose input combinations like this. Okay, so 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So what is the output operation here, when you are going to provide odd number of ones? Okay, so odd number of ones. Okay, so when you are going to provide, or when you are going to give an odd number of ones, then the result may be 1. So just count it, odd number of ones, where it is there odd number of ones. Here any number of ones is there, in that any one value will be there. Here 0 0, there is no 1 in that two inputs, right? So that's why we can choose it as this is even number of ones, that is nothing but there is no 1 in that. So directly I can choose here that output as 0. Okay, so in the second case 0 1, so in that case we are having 1 in the B input having the only 1, right? So that means number of ones will be 1. So 1 we can choose it as odd number, no? So then the result may be take it as 1. So in the third position 1 0, in that also we are having only 1, so that is chosen as odd number. So odd number of ones, this 1 0 can be represented as odd number of ones. Directly I can choose it output as 1. Okay, so next 1 1, so that is, this is nothing but having two number of ones. 2 is nothing but even number of ones, no? Then the output may be 0. Okay, or otherwise we can say that like this also, if any one of the input is low, or if any one of the input is high, the output is high. If the two inputs will be same, that output is low. Okay, so what is the output operation? If any one of the input is high, high is nothing but always we can choose it high as 1, no? So if any one of the input is high, like this 0 1, in that 1 is high, and 1 0 case 1 is high. So here 0 0 is nothing but there is no 1, there is no higher possibility in that, and here also those two possibilities are higher possibilities, right? I can say here, just observe any one only. Okay, any one of the input is high, then output is high. That's why I can represent it in the first possibility and second possibility. That means here decimal of first possibility and second possibility, the output is high. Remaining two possibilities having the same numbers, that is nothing but the first possibility having the two inputs will be same, and in the last possibility having the two inputs will be same. That means 0 0 and 1 1. That means if two inputs will be same, then output is low, that is nothing but 0. Here output is high means 1. So this is the XOR gate operation. Okay, so this is complete XOR gate output operation. By using this output of XOR gate operation, we need to convert a binary number into gray code. Remember the point. By using this truth table, we can call it as this box, we can call it as the truth table. So by using this truth table, we can implement any binary number to convert gray codes. Okay, so remember the point. What is the major point here? If any one of the output is if any one of the input is high like this, okay, that output is high. If any two inputs will be same like this 0 or 1, so then output will be low. Okay, so in next unit we are going to discuss about XOR gate. Actually in the second unit we are going to discuss, that is Boolean algebra and logic gates. So we are going to discuss all these things. Okay, so just remember that this XOR operation for this to convert a binary number into gray code. Okay, so remember the point. So actually this XOR gate also called it as odd one detector. Odd one detector. Remember the point. Okay, so odd is nothing but like this. If any one of the input, that means odd number of ones, we can call it as result is 1. So odd one detector. Okay, so to detect any one of the odd number is having in that, so that gate we can call it as the XOR gate. Okay, that is it's having totally two inputs. We may have n inputs XOR gate also. Remember the point. This is the related to the two inputs of XOR gate actually, right? We may have n input XOR gate also. That means like this. One, that means A, B up to so on, A1 like this, A1, A2 up to so on, AN. That means n input of XOR gate we may have also. Remember the point. Okay, so n input XOR gate is also having the single output. Okay, so here for example I am taking two input XOR gate with that means with two input combinations only, right? So if may have n inputs gates means directly will having the n number of combinations, right? So 2 power n number of combinations will get for the input. Okay, so here I am taking two input now. So by using this two input XOR gate, we need to convert binary number into gray code. Okay, so for this I am taking two input XOR gate now. So totally we are getting the, I may have four combinations. That four combinations are 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. So that output is like this. This is complete explanation about XOR gate. So now we are going to discuss about to convert a binary number into gray code. So for this we need this operation. Okay, so now we will coming to the gray code. Okay, so to evaluate or to evaluate the gray code from binary code, you need this XOR operation, right? So here that's why we discussed here. So now we will see that how to implement gray codes from binary codes of all decimal numbers. So how many binary codes we are having? Actually 0 to 15, right? So that 0 to 15 we need to convert gray code. Okay, so now we'll see that how to implement gray codes from binary codes of all decimal numbers. Okay, so now we'll see one by one. So I can write here. So first, this is the decimal number block. Okay, so next this is binary codes, and this is gray code. Okay, so decimal numbers, how many numbers we are having? Totally 15. 0 1 2 3 4. So why we are choosing 0 to 15 means actually we need 0 to 15 binary codes only for 4-bit digit code. Okay, remember the point. Binary code we can represent it as 4-digit code for up to 0 to 15. Okay, so in that we are having only binary codes are 0 to 15. That possibility is only there. That's why I can convert this 0 to 15 numbers into gray code. Okay, so 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 and this is the 15. Okay, so already we know, right, how to write decimal numbers from 0 to 15 of 4 bit binary code. So that is nothing but for 0 0 0 0, for 0 0, sorry, for 1 triple 0 1, for 2 0 0 1 0, for 3 0 0 double 1, for 4 1 0 0, and for 5 0 1 0 1, and for 6 0 1 1 0, for 7 triple one, 0 triple one, and for 8, so after 7 we need to write 8 to 15. How to implement that 8 to 15? That is nothing but, for the first code we can implement it as 1, and the remaining all digits we can represent it as triple zero. That means whatever we are having 0 to 7 codes, that will be represented in 8 to 15 codes. Okay, so the second one is 1001, and for 10 10 10. Okay, so for 8 to 15 we need to choose the first MSB digit as all of the digits we are having from 8 to 15. Okay, that is 1. From 0 to 7 we can choose the first digit, that means MSB digit we can choose it as 0. Okay, remember the point, this is the simple logic. So just by at that point, so from 0 to 7 we can write it 0, the first bit, whatever the first MSB bit we are having, that is 0 only, that is copy for 0 to 7, and after that 7 8 to 15 we need to choose, that is 1. Okay, so after that whatever we are writing for 0 to 7 numbers in binary 3 digit code, that same representation in 8 to 15 also. That's why I can copy these values, triple zero for 8, and for 9 3 digit code is nothing but 0 0 1, and for 10 3 digit code as 0 1 0, for 11 3 digit code as 0 1 1. Just observe here these values from this 12 is nothing but 1 0 0, and next for 13 1 0 1 1 1 0 triple 1. Okay, so this is all already you know, right? So this is all 0 to 15 of binary codes. Now we need to convert gray codes. Okay, so how to convert or how to evaluate a binary code, how to evaluate gray code from binary code is nothing but, it's completely depends upon XOR operation. Okay, so how to convert means, for example, I can choose any of binary number. Okay, so that may be 5 digit code, or maybe 4 digit code, or maybe 6 digit code. Okay, so I can choose here 1 digit code, that is nothing but one binary code. I can choose it 10110. This is our binary code. Okay, so now we need to convert this binary number into gray code. How to convert means, by using this XOR operation. So how to choose that XOR operation means, first whatever that already we know, right? In the right side bit we can call it as the LSB bit, and in the left side bit we can call it as the MSB bit, right? So whatever the MSB bit we are having, that can represent as it is. Okay, so the first bit, that is MSB, you will take it as it is. Okay, you will take it as it is from next bit onwards. From next bit onwards, that means second bit. From next bit onwards you are taking XOR of next bit, that means from next bit onwards, that means the second bit of, so from next bit onwards you have to take XOR of next to next bit. Okay, so like this I can explain here. So after MSB bit, first the second bit you can represent like this. Whatever the first bit we are having and whatever the second bit we are having, in between you can choose XOR operation. So just comparing these two bits you can get XOR operation. Okay, so while comparing these two bits, okay, once comparing these two bits, after that you will go for the XOR operation. So 1 0 of XOR operation, what is that? 1 0, what is the XOR operation? The result may be 1. After that you can go for the next bit. So that means whatever the first bit we are taking, that will be take it as it is. From next bit onwards you are taking XOR of next bit. Okay, so then the gray code is like this. Okay, so once first one is completed, and after that second one adding these two of XOR operation. So by using XOR operation while comparing these two bits, you will get the result as 1. And after that, next to 0 1. 0 1 is nothing but odd number of ones, or any one of the number is high, right? Then the output is high. So next, these two bits. 1 1 of XOR operation is 0, and 1 0 of XOR operation is 1. So like this we can follow this to convert gray code to the binary code. Sorry, to convert binary code to the gray code. Okay, so I can write here XOR table A, B, and this is the output. So for 0 0, what is the output operation? 0. Okay, so 0 1 1 0 1 1. Okay, so what is the main function here? XOR function. Any one of the input is high in bit, while comparing these two inputs, any one of the input is high, the output is high, like this. If any two inputs will be same, the output will be 0. So by using this operation, we can go for the same procedure to convert all binary codes into gray codes. Okay, so first I can go for the first example, that is 0. So first 0 binary code, that is 0000. So what is the MSB bit of the binary code? First bit, this is the MSB bit, right? So I can choose as it is 0. Okay, I can write it here. So 0 of binary code is 0000. Okay, so MSB bit is, we can take it as it is. After that, what is the next step? From next bit onwards, you will take we are going to take XOR operation of next bit to next bit, right? So 0 XOR 0. What is the 0 XOR 0? 0 0 XOR operation is 0, right? And next bit, while comparing these two bits. So 0 XOR 0, 0. Next, comparing these two bits. 0 XOR 0, 0. So finally we are getting the gray code is 0000. Okay, so next, 000 1 for 1. Okay, so 1 for binary code is 0001 actually. Okay, so what is the first step? Whatever MSB bit we are having, as it is we are going to take, and the next step is going to XOR operation in between two inputs. So 0 XOR 0, 0, 0 XOR 0, 0, 0 XOR 1, 0 XOR 1, that is nothing but second input. 0 1 key, what is the XOR operation? So that is 1. So we are getting 0001 of gray code is same, that is 0001. So like this we have to find out all the values. Okay, so in the second step, for the second of binary code is 0010, we need to check it for this gray code. So MSB bit as it is, and the next one, so gray code of these two numbers, XOR operation 0 XOR 0, 0, and 0 XOR 1, 1, and 1 XOR 0, 1. And next third one, so 0 as it is MSB bit, and next 0 XOR 0, 0, 0 XOR 1, 1, and 1 XOR 1, what is the operation here? 0. Okay, so you have to find all the values now. So like this way we have to find out all the gray codes for all binary numbers. Okay, so here I can 4-bit binary, so that means here I can represent 4-bit binary numbers. That's why I got up to 15 values. Okay, we may have 5-digit code. In the same way you will find out all the binary codes. 5-digit code is nothing but, for example, 10111010, like this. You have to take 6-digit code, or you may take 7-digit code, or you may take 5-digit code. So if you need to convert this number into gray code, how to convert means MSB bit we have to take as it is, and from next bit onwards we need to take XOR operation of next bit, right? 1 XOR 0, 1, 0 XOR 1, 1, 1 XOR 1, 0, 1 XOR 0, 1, 0 XOR 1, 1. So this is the XOR operation of the any binary code, right? So you need to convert any binary number into gray code by using XOR operation. Okay, so I can write all the values here. So just follow the procedure. So this is completed, right? The next one is 4 of binary number. So that is 0, 0 XOR 1, 1, 1 XOR 0, 1, 0 XOR 0, 0. Next 0 as it is, 0 XOR 1, 1, 1 XOR 0, 1, 0 XOR 1, 1, 0 XOR 1, sorry, first MSB bit is as it is, and 1 0 1 XOR 0 1 0 as it is 0 XOR 1 1 1 XOR 1 0 1 XOR 1 0. Next 1 as it is 1 XOR 0 1 0 XOR 0 0 XOR 0 0. Next 1 as it is 1 XOR 0 1 0 XOR 0 0 XOR with 1 1. Next 1 as it is 1 XOR 0 1 0 XOR 1 1 1 XOR 0 1. Okay, so next 1 as it is 1 XOR 0 1 0 XOR with 1 1 1 XOR 1 0. Next 1 as it is 1 XOR 1 0 and 1 XOR 0 1 0 XOR 0 0. Next 1 as it is 1 XOR 1 0 and 1 XOR 0 1 0 XOR with 1 1. So 1 as it is 1 XOR 1 0 1 XOR 1 0 1 XOR with 0 1. Next 1 XOR 1 1 as it is 1 XOR 1 0 1 XOR 1 0 1 XOR 1 0. So this is all the gray codes for all binary numbers. Okay, this is the procedure to convert any binary number into gray code. Okay, thank you.